Hello, my crafty friends. It's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I am going to be doing some work in my December daily today. And today I'm going to be doing 3 different favorites. So I'm going to be doing favorite people, favorite pastimes, and favorite childhood memories. And these prompts all came inspired by some die cut acrylic pieces that I got from Color Cast Designs. So this was something that she had I think, at the beginning of the year. I want to say like sometime in the January, February timeframe, I think. So I am super excited to dive in and start on these pages. I have plans for all of them. I say that in air quotes because, who knows if it's going to go according to plan. But let's start with favorite people. So the first thing that I did, so I did a lot of pre-work on this one because, well, it just needed it. So I have all, what I did, I sent a text message to all of my favorite people that I have listed here, basically just asking them a couple of questions and respond, just basically asking them questions and then having them respond to the questions. So I then, so I have pictures of each of the favorite people, and then I also have um, their answers to the questions. So what I did was I put the answers, I had to put them on a tiny little piece of paper, and I am going to be putting them all down on here. So we're just going to do that really quickly. I'm not going to do any additional decoration. I'm just going to do, this is basically what the layout's going to look like. So let's go ahead and build the pages, and then we will go from there. So I am going to be using magnets for each of the pictures because I do want to have them magnetically closed. So what I basically did was I took this is a little metal die cut or tag that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I just took a pair of scissors, regular old, actually Dollar Tree scissors, and I just cut the, little pieces off of it. And I gotta press it down a little bit because sometimes when you cut it, the edges kind of come up a little bit. But basically I'm doing that just so I don't have to use two magnets on the page. I could just use one magnet. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to put the magnet down. I'm going to use a glue dot to do that. Maybe. Okay. I'm just going to put the magnet down, or the little piece. Try to squish it down as much as possible. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this little piece on. I've already pre-cut it, and I also went ahead and folded it in half. My picture will go on this side. So let's do that first. You might see some of the glue mark. I already glued this on, and then I was like, oh wait, I need magnets. So I had to unglue it. So this is my mama, Barbara, my beautiful mother. And I kind of did it in a little bit of an order. I put my kiddo in the middle. It's not really in any specific order, but I did like kind of family and like friends over here. So that's kind of how I did it. I feel like I might want to use red line tape for this. I think I will use red line tape, just to ensure that everything gets here down. Make sure I do this right. Okay, so now that I've got those pieces on, so I went ahead and glued on the picture in the front, and then it has the little foldy piece here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get this adhered on. Now there's going to be a little tiny bit of a bump. Oh, I didn't put the I didn't put the magnet on. Oh, hold on. Let me put the magnet on. I totally forgot about that part. I gotta put the magnet in. Did you think, Crystal, there's no magnet in that one? I got it though. I figured it out. There we go. Fantastic. And then it flips up, and then you could read what she wrote. And I wrote it in first person, so it says my favorite thing. So it was basically from her. And then I'm going to do that with all of these pictures. So I'll go ahead and do one more. I do have this little piece too that I'm going to do something with, so I'll explain that to you in a second. I got to cut the rest of these pages out. So let's see, I've got, and I did, I didn't want to, I wanted to do them each one at a time because I don't want to accidentally put the wrong person's stuff with the wrong person. So I'm just going to tape this on there. You know what? I think I'm gonna use glue for both of these. I'm gonna use red line tape and wet glue for the picture. And when you do it, you want to make sure that it's the right way. And then put the picture on the top side, but upside down, so that when you flip it up, it'll have it right. Let me just make sure that yes, okay, this is the right one. All right, perfect. And then we can put the little piece of red line tape down. And it went over the border a little bit, and then we'll put flatten it in there. So I'm really glad I got this paper. I think this little piece of paper from Elle Studios is so perfect for this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. So that's how I did them. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them off camera. I'm just going to watch some YouTube while I get that done. Let me do that last. And then we'll come back and I'll show you what I'm doing with this piece right here. Okay, so I got all of those glued down. So they kind of all just flip up, have the little things. I really love this. It's very cool. And then I'm just checking them, making sure they all work. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to include, so I'm going to put this, let me glue this on. I need to have this on before I do the other thing. Okay, so I got that glued on. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and do the next thing. So what I want to do is I want to include this little piece in here. And I want it to, I don't want it really to obstruct anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little plastic piece in there. I'm going to glue this on. Actually, I think I'm just going to use red line tape, because I feel like red line tape doesn't show as much on plastic. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on. I'm going to kind of glue it on there's a method to my madness, I promise. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to cut around this because I don't want any of this extra plastic to show. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to hopefully fold it. I use my bone folder here. And my hope is that I'm going to glue this on the side. Okay. So then I'm going to glue this because I have the back piece that's going to go on here. I'm going to glue this and then I'll be able to flip this open. Okay, so that is favorite people. Now I'm going to do favorite pastime. And the favorite pastime is going to be a pocket page. So my pocket page is going to be over here. And my favorite pastime is going to be talking about playing board games, specifically with these 4 people. And so I have 4 pictures that I'm going to include in the pockets. And then again, I have this little thing with the favorite pastime. So as I was going through and I was figuring out how to kind of coordinate all of these different pieces, I wanted to ensure that this piece, that all the pieces didn't meet up. So like, I don't want to put this piece right here because I don't want, that's going to be double thickness. But if I put it down here, then it's going to be not double thickness. I mean, this piece does have a little bit of thickness already because of the magnets. So, but that's kind of what I did. That's kind of why I'm putting this down here. It's basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to staple this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut around because I really only want a little bit of this green. And this is really just going to be my title page for day 18, leading into the pictures. So I'll have that there, and I'll have this here. And then I just like this tree picture. And again, I want to make sure that this does not interfere with this. So it's got to go right there. Okay, and then I would like to write the word gaming. I have these stickers from Felicity Jane. I'm hoping, okay, I think it'll fit. And then I'm going to put this over here. I kind of feel like I want to cut it. I think I'm just going to cut it and make it shorter. I'm going to cut it and just put it at the very bottom. Yeah, I have little things I want to put on these pictures. So I have, okay, and I'm just going to cut the word off best because I want it to be straight. And I'm just going to put this at the end. My question is, do I want to add anything else? I'll probably find like little hearts or something to put on here, or maybe stars. Okay. And then this little card game thing, I'm just going to put at the bottom here. I don't really want the little label. I just want it to say card game. And I'll keep this because I'm sure I can find something to do with that. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Actually, I'm going to switch this because I want this at the top. Now the question is, do I want to keep the label? Yeah, I'm going to find something to put in the label. All right, so I'm jumping around, but just bear with me. I'm jumping around. I'm gonna put these aside for a second, and I'm gonna work on the next book, the next page. So these pictures are gonna go into these pockets, and then I did another 12 by 12 sheet where I just cut it off the top and then folded it in half. And for this one, I want to do my favorite childhood memories. Now, I really wanted to use this particular one, just I thought it was really cute, and it's my favorite color. But it's definitely one of those things that it's not a color that I have in my book. So that's why it's going to go in behind the pocket with all the pictures on it. So it's kind of hidden, but you have to, I mean, obviously people are going to see it because people are going to turn the page and look at it, but it's just not prominent. The color is not prominent, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's, just a little something about me. So what I'm going to do is I got to get a journal card ready for this one. So I just cut it to size. Let me get rid of that thing because I'm sure it's flaring. So I'm going to put this up here. Now, again, going back to, right, these are all pages that are kind of close together. Not that that matters, but so this is going to be the front page. This is going to be behind this page, right? So it'll be, this is 17. Here's 18. And then 19 is going to be in the middle of the pocket. So I want 19's little piece up here so that when they all sit together in the book, they're all kind of not so much, it's not going to create too much thickness. If I put this down here, it's going to create more bulk in the book. So that's why this little guy is going to go all the way to the top. Now, I feel like I want to have this pop off this page a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of, I have this vellum piece here, and I folded it in half because I want to see if I want to do 2 layers of vellum or just 1. And I kind of feel like I want to do 2 because I don't think one's not giving me the effect I want. 2 is definitely giving me the effect. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 pieces of paper. And I don't know if I want it to be just like on the top. The question that I have is, do I want it to be I think I just want to do a strip. But do I want this stuff to like hang off the top? Do I want it to hang off a little bit? I think I want it to hang off a little bit. So I just want to do a little strip of this. Yeah, I think that's giving me what I want it to. So I want this here, and then I'm going to have this right here. And then I'm going to put the number 19, which hopefully I didn't lose. I'm going to put the number 19 over here. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can just use this glue to get this on here. I don't know if this is going to show through. Hopefully it doesn't. And I'm not even going to glue this other side because it's not going to come off. Actually, before I do that, I think what I want to do is I want to add this little strip. It's a little like faux stitching. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now let's glue this on. Okay, and then I think just to emphasize the stitching part, I'm gonna add this one. That's like a little line. I don't want it. I don't know if that added anything, but it's on there. Okay, and then as usual, we're gonna just staple the number on. All right, so there is the title card. Now, oh, okay, I was thinking about adding these stars on, but I don't know if I need it. Let me look at the rest of it. Okay, so this is gonna be the title card, and then I'm gonna have these pictures. Okay, so this is what the layout's gonna look like. And basically what these pictures are of childhood ornaments that I made, me and my sister made as children. Just thought it would be fun to document. This is definitely something we did multiple years as children. We basically always had to make ornaments for our grandparents and for gifts and things for our grandparents. And then my mom obviously has her own little stack, but she keeps for herself. And then we got some when our grandparents passed. We basically got their collections. And so now me and my sister have some, and my mom has some. And so I was going to add these little stars over here to kind of just add something to this page. So this is going to be my little list, right? So I'm going to have the numbers. I'm going to put the numbers on the outside of the pockets. It's going to be kind of hard to see some of these numbers, but I'll figure it out. And then I was going to do the list right here of what they are. let's put these on. I'm just going to use a glue dot. I'm going to use a glue dot to glue these two together. And another little glue dot just to add this on. And I have vivid memories of this one. That's like probably the one I have the most memories of, because vividly remember, which is hard for me to say because I don't have a lot of memories. I don't keep memory, long-term memory very good. That's just how I am. But I vividly remember, like, as part of my Christmas break, I was making these. So I was sitting in front of my TV and I was like putting these together. And then they were the hardest things to put together because I don't know if you've ever tried to work with glue and puffy puffballs, but I had glue everywhere. I couldn't get them to stick together. It was like so frustrating. And the fact that they're still alive and well and hanging on my mom's tree is amazing. So apparently I did a good job with that, but how they survived this long, I do not know. But I do have memories of putting those together. Okay, and I want to add some pom-pom trim to this, just to have some fun. Pom-pom trim. I have this white pom-pom trim and I'm going to add it inside of this. Okay, great. Okay, so it's going to go on this side. So just going to run a bead of glue. Okay, and then this is going to be this. So this is going to go here. So we'll try to line up the holes. Beautiful. It's going to have this on this side. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Wait, is that right? I'm like, is that right? All right, so let's put this down here. I'm going to put a piece of tape, I think. Okay. And then we're just going to glue all this together. Oh, I like the pom-pom trim. Okay, and then this is kind of just flaps there and sits there. It looks like I have a little cell phone. I kind of wish it would be a little bit flatter, but it'll flatten out in my book. Okay, so then we've got my favorite people, and they've all got the little things. And then I've got my little prompt here. Not that you can really read that, at least I can't. But if I need to, I can, years from now, take a picture and zoom in on it on my camera. And then on the other side will be my favorite pastime, which is gaming with all my friends. I will add something here and also something here, but I don't feel like going through that, my stickers right now. But so I'll do that later. And then I have my favorite memories, and I will add my journaling to this little thing. I'm just going to put like, this was a beaded candy cane and the puffball, and yeah. So I'm really glad that I have that, and I love that thing prompted me to to do that because I have never documented these ornaments in my December daily before. So I love that that's there. Okay, so this was my favorite 17, 18, and 19. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to do my prompt list. You know what? I'll do it next time. Because I'm tired and my back hurts. So I will do it next time. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Bye.